record. Okay. All right. So last month I decided to, for the first time ever, reach out to Karma and Janelle. And normally when they ask to do a training, I'm like, whatever, I'll do whatever you want. But this month I decided I really wanted to work on being grounded. And to me, that involves so much, like mindset and failing forward and just all the things, because last month was the biggest roller coaster that I have been on in this business. Be back. Sorry. I can only see myself and it's like freaking me out. So anyways, so basically I'm just going to start from the beginning of last month and kind of explain to you guys what I went through, how it made me feel, because I know that if you have not already had a month like I had last month, you're going to. And so my prayer for this is to basically help you guys remember when it does happen to you, just to keep going, keep a positive mindset, keep praying about your business, and just remember it's going to be okay. Like, don't give up. There's highs and lows, all the things. So let's see, August. So in July, that month was really exciting. I had the most points I had ever had, and I knew in my heart August was going to be my month. I went into the month so excited. I did my countdown to senior gold poster. I did my reset giveaway, and I mean, I just had all the hope and excitement in the world, and nothing was going to get me down. So
I'm spraying that stuff on her.
Okay, please tell her to stop. So sorry. So anyways, so the first couple of days, the first week of the month went really well. I signed 2 people and I was super excited about it because months prior I had been kind of lacking in, enrolling people. So that made me really happy. But then the next morning I would wake up and I found out that my longest standing customer canceled her subscription, returned her products, and then ghosted me, which is awkward because we're friends and we see each other all the time. And so she doesn't talk to me about it. And so I was hurt, but you just have to push past that. And then the next day I would wake up and I would realize more people had pushed their subscription back. And then the next day, my best friend signed somebody. And so it kind of went that way the whole month. And every time I felt like I would get ahead, next thing you know, I would wake up and I'd be more behind than I was. I think I started the month needing 12 orders and I ended the month needing like 19. So it was just like this huge roller coaster. And when that happened, there were so many times that and you can ask Janelle, like I would reach out to her and, you get in your head a little bit or a lot, and you just start to question, like, am I good at this? Like, do I inspire people? I mean, why would anybody want to sign up with me? Like, I've hit a wall and I can't reach anybody else. Nobody wants to do this with me. I felt like my retention wasn't as well. And so I felt like maybe I just wasn't doing as well as customer service as I was. And I mean, it was so many negative thoughts that were creeping into my head, and it was just really putting me down. And something that just changed over the course of my business, I would also kind of a roller coaster, was sometimes I would pray really hard about my business. And just like with so many things in life, when you're doing well and you're grateful and you're excited, you kind of, sometimes you tend to back away from praying. And then when things start to hit the wall and you're like upset and things, you start to really start praying again. And so last month, every single night, I made sure to pray intentionally, and not just for my business, for everything. I wanted to pray that God would help me to learn lessons through these roller coaster of emotions of, losing customers and, helping with retention and how to deal with that. I mean, I prayed for the right words to say to people, and I prayed for, the Lord to help me with helping my teammates, Savannah and Riley and Keisha and Stephanie, the people under me who trusted me to sign up and now are relying on me and y'all to help them with their business. And that's ultimately what I want. I don't want to just sign people up. I want to help people, whether it's be with products or the business or just being a friend. And so, sorry, my son. So, I just really wanted to pray intentionally. And I feel like it made all the difference in the world, because without praying and without changing your mindset, it's really easy to allow those thoughts to stay put. It's really easy just to throw your hands up in the air and say, you know what? I'm just going to be done this month and I'm just going to start over next month. But I didn't want that. I had a goal and I was determined to reach it. And so allow yourself to kind of have that little pity party, but then pray on it, go to bed, get some good sleep, and then wake up with a renewed mindset. Wake up and tell yourself, that was yesterday. This is a new day, and I'm going to do the things. I'm going to send messages out. I'm going to hear no, and I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to love on my customers and let them know that I'm still there for them. I appreciate them. I love their support, and just be there for them because they're still there. Love on your teammates, love on the people who are under you, and help them in those times that you feel like you're doing all the things, but it's not really working out the way you want it to. Those are the times that you need to focus on personal development. Focus on your customers that you already have. Focus on your teammates. Be supportive of all of us in the group, and just do what you can. And you can control that. You can't control whether somebody's gonna, say yes or say no. Like, that's on them. You can only do so much. And so just do everything you can to have a positive mindset. Last month we read the book Go for No, and it was amazing. It really helped me so much, because I know I had a different version of the book that you guys did by total accident, but I loved it because at the end, the guy woke up from his coma basically, and he knew, I want to be this version of myself 10 years into the future that he was with. I want to be that person now. And I think that applies to all of us. We want to get no. We want to learn through our failures. We want to fail forward. And so if you haven't read that book, I highly recommend you read it, because it helps so much. I mean, I got to the point where I was like, I don't care. Tell me no, like get it out of the way. I'm going to move forward. We're reading the book now. Do It Anyway, Girl. I started yesterday, and I think I'm 30 pages away from finishing it already. I absolutely love it. And she talks a lot about that too. Failing forward, getting no out of the way, bad unicorns. Just who cares about a bad unicorn? If somebody wants to be ugly. Hey, I'm in a meeting. If you have a bad unicorn, you have somebody reach out to you and they're ugly. This happened to Riley. She posted on somebody's post, and somebody was really ugly to her, and I was like, don't even worry about it. You have to be able to push through those negatives and those objections so that you can move forward, because those people don't matter. They don't pay your bills. They clearly don't support you, and they don't have your vision. And so it's really important to surround yourself with your teammates and the people who are like-minded, who support you and who want you to succeed. So ride that emotional roller coaster and feel your emotions, wake up, and it's a new day. Something else that happened to me last month, which was probably the first time that it happened in the 8 months that I have been in, using this as a business, because of how I was feeling going up and down, I would see a lot of people succeeding. And I can't remember her name, but she went Ruby in like a month. And I'm sitting here like, there wasn't a part of me that was jealous of her, but it did not help my mindset. I was not like happy for myself, because all I could focus on in that moment was, she's over here going Ruby. And I'm sitting here like feeling like nothing is going my way. And it was nerve-wracking. And all I wanted to do was succeed. and I was determined to do it. You're making me nervous. I love you too. Go away. And so sometimes, you know, I don't know if this is good or bad thing, but in those moments, I had to completely block that out of my head. Like I could not watch videos of that because I know it's supposed to give you inspiration, but in those moments, I needed to just block it out of my head and know, like, I was so happy for her. I didn't want to take anything away from her, but I needed to focus on getting myself right. And I feel like sometimes that's okay to do. You know, don't think negatively, obviously, about anybody's accomplishments. It's not a jealousy thing. It's just sometimes when you're not in a good headspace, it's really hard to see people earning all the things you want to earn. And so hopefully you guys will understand that. But I really needed to get my head right. And so I stopped watching those super inspirational videos and I'll get back to it. But let's see, what else have I put on here? Okay, so one thing that I definitely felt very guilty about was, you know, without my team, without Savannah, especially without Keisha, Riley, and Stephanie, I would not have gone senior gold. And this was something that really bothered me because I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't signing enough people, and I just felt like I was letting, you know, ultimately Savannah and my team down because I felt like I just wasn't doing enough, or I wasn't doing as well as I thought I should be. Please stop. It's not funny. And so I've had to move past that and just realize, like, this is a team effort. Like, Savannah helps me, I help Savannah, you know, I help Janelle helps Stacy. Like, this is a team building business. And you know, as long as you're doing all the things and you don't give up on yourself, you have a positive mindset, it's okay. Like, you're going to have months like that. And so I'm super grateful. I'm so grateful for my team. I'm so grateful for Savannah and everyone who has believed in me this whole time, that, you know, especially last month. It was super exciting to go to senior gold. And I literally could not have done it without y'all. Excuse me.
Hi.
What did I say? Go outside. And so let's think. I guess the last thing I can think about is, with this business, I just find it to be very important. You know, our goal, obviously, we want to make money. We want to earn the prizes and the incentives and all the fun things. But I truly think that allowing God to work through us to help others, whether it be with just the products or with the business, is the most important thing. I feel like my success comes through Him, and it is always God's plan. That, y'all, please stop. Sorry. Parks, please go outside. This is why I thought our meeting was at 7, so my husband would be able to help me with my kids. So I'm so sorry. But anyway, so you know, leave your business with the Lord first and allow Him to work His will through you to help your customers, to help your team, to help with your personal development. I just find that to be so important. And I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. And I think I'm just trying to make sure I've gone over everything. I think that's about it. So just know you're going to have months where you have highs and lows, and that's okay. The only reason you should ever be upset about not reaching your goals is because you quit on yourself. You quit trying to have a positive mindset. You quit sending the messages. You quit on yourself. So just don't do that. Like, keep failing forward, and you will succeed. I'm almost done, babe. So I think that's about it. I hope it helps you guys, and I'm always here, you know, for my team and all of you. So, and that's about it.
You did awesome. So Casey and I just want to share this part. Casey and I were talking the other day about kind of some of this stuff, and we were talking about how when you're consistent, when you post consistently, when you reach out consistently, when you check your back office consistently, when you're working this business consistently, you're still going to have good months and bad months, or good days and bad days. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't work hard enough that month, or you didn't do enough that month, or you weren't good enough that month. It just wasn't the timing. And so consistency is really the key here, and mindset. Anybody have anything else they want to say about staying grounded and mindset and being consistent?
Great job, girl. Proud of
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Girl,
I
we're
feel
all
like it was
mamas.
chaotic and my kids were all over the place.
Isn't being able
And
to
then my
mom
husband
walk-
standing in the corner going, and I'm like, you're making me nervous.
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.